Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming. Today we're checking out the East Boardwalk free room for Lego Jurassic World. And yes, this is part of the new movie, the new edition, and the final area that we've been tracking. So make sure you've completed the story and the free play to make sure that you have all the characters and dinos needed. And on the right, you can see we have a few collectibles, including a Sick Dino. So we've already gone and got our red bricks activated from our previous quests, and we've already completed the main street area here. So we're going to head off over into the right area where you see us targeting there on the map. Now, depending on how you're looking from the kiosk, it's going to be off to your left or right, but you got to come down by these compy tubes, and we get a little overzealous, and we actually run right into the action instead of going to the old kiosk and getting the information needed. So we apologize for that, but we get right to business. We were so worried about this Sick Dino not counting and being a glitch issue, which we've heard a lot of people are having, so we ran right in here, and we switched on over to Peril to go ahead and start tracking this item right behind the dino, which will be the first item that we give to the old dinosaur. So we're going to follow the old blue brick road all the way down and around. It takes us right into the trainer there. It's kind of weird, but and then it takes us right over to where the smart board is, which happens to be where another one of these items are. So fairly close-knit responses or fixes, I guess. I don't know. We're going to go ahead and switch to Ellie now that we found the old watering spot, and Ellie grows a giant carnivorous like fly trap and or fly eating trap, and gives us the old apple as our first item. And we're going to go ahead and smash the old carnivorous plant a little bit because he pukes out quite a bit of studs, and we don't mind that. But we're going to switch on over to Ian Malcolm and take on this smart board in the back left side of the area. And pretty simple, all you have to do is follow the icons indicated or the pattern indicated. And for us, it was pretty easy peasy. Hopefully it was for you too. Once you get it successfully completed, a conveyor belt actually spits out a box which drops a croissant. Another very weird item that would help a dino, but hey, it's part of the humor, I would guess. And last but not least, on that left-hand side, there happens to be this broke-down machine in the back. It's actually a food dispenser. And we're going to switch on over to Eddie Carr, or anyone with the repairability, and we're going to go ahead and spam that button until it's all nice and good to go. And then, bleh, it peeks out a nice little carrot. And we're going to take that carrot back, and, oh to the yeah, Sick Dino rescued, and we actually get credit for this. So we got our fingers crossed that there are 3 more dinos, and that we get credit for all 3. But once you get that dino, we're actually going to go play a little game of soccer or football, depending on which part of the world you live in. And we're going to go ahead and get our dribble on and get it all the way in and cross it over and goal! We actually need to get 3 goals in this area to go ahead and get the gold brick. So this might be one that people miss. A lot of people are messaging us saying they're missing 1 gold brick, and we keep referring them to the old Eric Kirby's hideout, because there seems to be an extra gold brick in that area. The kiosk only shows 4, but there are 5, and that 5th brick does not appear to be related to any other area that we can figure out. So that being said, maybe we'll start referring people to the petting zoo right here. I thought I had a lazy sleeper goal there, but it actually rolled back out, so I had to kick back in. But all 3 of those will result in a gold brick, and then you can keep on keeping on. You might notice there's a tripod right behind the old soccer goal. We're going to switch to our favorite photographer, which happens to be Nick Van... What's his name? Oh, yeah. Nick Van Patten? No. Nick Van Sloan? Ah, Nick Van Owen. That's right. All right. I was just playing around with you guys. And there it is right there to prove it. All right, next, we actually find a nice little race right outside. We actually ran right through it. We skipped it for the beginning because it's kind of a long race, and it takes us all the way down the boardwalk and then back. So we got all the stuff in that petting zoo. However, there is more stuff in the Packy area on further down. We'll get to that in just a second. We're going to go ahead and finish this race, though. And, you know, you could use a Gallimimus, or there's a few other dinosaurs that would probably suit you well. And I don't know, there might even be I didn't even think about this, there might be a vehicle spawn pad somewhere locally. You might be able to get like a gyrosphere or something out of it. Anyhow, we're going to follow it all the way down and around. It actually takes us kind of into the next area, so I probably should have saved this for the last thing that we do. However, we actually go into a whole nother area here in a second anyway, so make sure you grab that checkered flag and the gold brick before advancing in the area. But we're going to go ahead and double back and go to the next area, which is the Pachycephalosaurus, I think is how you say it. You think I'd know it by now. I've been taking the easy way out and going with the old Packy. So we ran by the petting zoo, and now here we are at the kiosk, and I'm actually realizing, oh, forgot to do this. Okay, so we'll go ahead and queue it up now. You can see we've got 4 of the gold bricks already, including 1 Sick Dino, 1 race, and 1 photo. But we still need 2 gold bricks and a red brick. So we're going to go ahead and dive into this area with our Packy. But before we can get in there, we actually need to switch on over to a character with the old shock prong, the old cattle prong. And Eddie Carr does not have it, but we're going to go ahead and switch to a character who does, like Joffrey Brown, perhaps. He's one of the earlier characters that we saw with this ability. There's a few more, though, I can guarantee you that. But go ahead and give that little control panel in the right corner a nice little jolt, and that'll give us a little cinematic scene with a stanky turkey out there. And usually it's the turkey that causes the stanky, but that case it looks like that one's got a little extra aroma on it. And we know what to do with the aroma. We'll switch to a raptor here in a minute and get that. But you might have noticed that there is a cracked wall in the back. So we're going to go ahead and take out that cracked wall. And immediately we get charged by a whole bunch of compies. And it gives us a little number. It says we got to take out 16 baddies. So we're going to sit here and smash as many of these compies as we can, thinking, oh my gosh, that's it. But we get rushed by some Dilophosaurs. So basically it's the, only the strong survive, kind of the battle of the fittest here. And after a couple of dilos, we actually see some raptors too. So we've got our work cut out for us, and we certainly have a time frame that we need to complete this in. But once you get all 16 taken down, you actually are rewarded with that gold brick that's kind of transparently floating in the back there. And there we go, 16 out of 16, booyah kashow, and we'll take that gold brick. Thank you very much. All right, so now we've got, we knew we had a raptor situation with that stank pit over there with the old stanky turkey, but we also see another pole handle over here. So certainly a raptor's world, even though this is the Packy area. I found that a little bit weird. But once you pull the handle and the back wall, it actually queues you up top for some Dilophosaurus. So we're using all sorts of dinosaurs, and ironically, there's only one task in this area that actually has anything to do with the Packy, and I'm pretty sure that's what this is, the Pachycephalosaurus or Pachycephalosaur, however you say it. I'm sure one of you will put the appropriate pronunciation down below. But all right, so there are 4 of these Dilo boards that you need to shoot out or Hoktui out. And the first 5 are actually on the left-hand side. I'm not sure why they doubled back and made it all weird for you, but there are a total of 8. And like I said, the first 5 are going to be on your left side, or at least they were for us. We're assuming they will be the same for you. Once you get all 8 of those, though, you will be rewarded with a red brick. So, woo to the who! And, I'll have to check the old trophy achievement guide to see what red brick that is, but I'm pretty sure it's a good one. All right, stank path. We're following it. We got our... Anybody smell popcorn ears, nose on? Ears. Who smells with their ears? Come on. All right, eventually you follow the path all the way around, and even though our Dilophosaurus Skeletor head's blocking it, we swing the camera around and we see that our raptor is actually digging up a gold brick, which, if you remembered, we only needed 1 red brick and 2 golds coming in here, and we've got 2 golds and 1 red. So we're going to go ahead and check out the old kiosk one last time on the map, but that's going to prove that this is the end as we know it. No, I'm just kidding. It's going to wrap up Lego Jurassic World East Boardwalk Free Roam. And yes, we got all the collectibles, and hopefully we did it in a quick, efficient manner that you guys will all appreciate. And if you guys have any questions, comments, or maybe you have a suggestion for us, we'd love to hear it. Your feedback is key for our future success. So head on over to our social pages like Facebook, Twitter, or simply comment, vote, subscribe down below. We'd love to hear from you guys, whether it's in form of a thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment. So any of those would work for us. We just ask that if you give us a thumbs down, that you at least give us a chance and help us out figure out what we did wrong. So, all right, that's going to do it for now. As for me, as always, until next time, anybody smell popcorn?